Oh, there we go. First truck with wood right here, first trucks with water right there. Absolutely beautiful. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode of Rise of Industry with me, Spacefish. Now, with us finally completing the tutorial properly in the last episode and actually learning a bit about the game, I think today it is actually time to hop into a proper career game then and actually try and get somewhere with this game. Now, I'm not going to reuse that one career save that I had in my first impressions because I feel that I've just kind of butchered it a bit. And we were going to go bankrupt there anytime soon anyways, and I had no idea what I was doing. Now, I still don't have that much of an idea what I'm doing, but I at least kind of have an idea of where we want to go. So we are going to go get a career game going from scratch. Probably going to take it a bit slower for a start, just to hopefully be a bit strategic about what I'm doing and not make too many mistakes as I go along, and then, well, as I start feeling more comfortable with the game and the mechanics, we're probably going to start moving faster. But let's go, hop into the career mode right here. We can choose categories of city destinations. We could go Germany for a change, you know? Or we could just say US. We're going to go Germany. Why not? We are going to try that. We're going to have a normal number of AI opponents, I suppose. And hopefully that's not going to totally mess us up. Map size. We are going to put at medium. I think. I was doing large the first time. And it seemed pretty crazy. And a bit laggy as well, I'll have to say, so I'm hoping that medium works a bit better for us. It's saying that you just need a minimum of 16 gigabytes RAM, which should be no issue for me, but for some reason it was, so we'll keep it at that. Road orientation, we'll keep it right side of the road, and well, we'll keep the assistant on just in case we need a bit of help here and there. Terrain settings are, I think we can probably keep most of this just at the standard stuff, to be honest. Like, I don't really see any reason to change this very much, especially since we don't really know much about this yet. Rivers 1. I guess we can live with 1. We'll just leave this all at standard and hopefully that's going to be fine. Difficulty normal, yes, that's all kind of. Yeah, I think we're going to keep this all at normal, not going to change anything, not going to do anything crazy. We're going to have a starting loan, apparently. So that's something to keep in mind, and there we go then. As opposed to last time, couldn't really see a seed or something for the map, but if you all spotted it somewhere there, that's the way you can get the same map, I guess. I really didn't see that this time around, but that is it then. We are here. And it seems the time's not playing until we actually place our headquarters, which is great. Now, we get this little helper here again, which, you know, we can kind of follow along if we want to. But, well, yeah, now we are back to this topic again. And, well, we've got German names now, which doesn't sound too crazy German, but it's all right. We now have this kind of thing of, well, choosing our starting headquarters again, and we want to kind of make sure now that we find a region with 3 shops. I'm pretty sure that that was one of the major issues the last time around. You can see here we have got a farmer's market, a hardware store, and a toy store. So that will probably be one of the more optimal ones. Last time I accidentally just chose a region with 1 store, which was... yeah, or 2 maybe. I'm not sure if we had 1 or 2, but we definitely didn't have 3, and it ended up being a bit issue. And as you can see out here, like, all these cities only seem to have 2. Ooh, that's actually very German names. I'd like that. That's like an actual city in Germany. Interesting. But I think we're gonna go here then. We're gonna go to Panowitz, and we're gonna go and place our headquarters somewhere around here. And then we will kind of see what this region has in store for us. In terms of resources, that's actually not too bad. We've got a lot of oil, we've got some gas, got some copper. We'll have to see what we can do with that, but I'm sure we can make some money off that. And I'm kind of thinking we want to start with farming potentially this time around, because, I don't know, like, the whole woodworking thing didn't really feel all too crazy good for me. And I really thought that overall the farming system wasn't all too complicated. Like, we can put some water siphons here at the shore, probably get some water out of that, or just use the lake here instead, and get some farms set up somewhere. I think that may be a cool thing to do. Now, the headquarters for a start, though, I'm going to place somewhat close to the city here, and that is going to be the region that we go for then. I think we're still paused, right? It wants us to place a lumber yard and stuff, so we're not going to do that again. I really don't quite feel that. What I want to do instead, and I will have to find out how that worked, is check out this. Well, maybe we could place a lumber yard, because it actually would demand wood from us. We also want coal here and oil, which is both very interesting indeed. We've got a toy store right here where you can have like wooden trains, which could also be used for a lumber yard. Same as toy furniture. I think this both probably requires, yeah, you can see here, requires wood. So maybe actually the way to go here, lumber yards this time around. What else do we have? We've got the farmer's market, which probably demands food. It does indeed. And only really unprocessed food at this time. I'm not sure if that changes ever. For the time being, it really only wants wheat, berries, grapes, you know, all the standard stuff that we can get pretty much out of the farms straight away without really processing. This is interesting. Oh yeah, right, so that was... Okay, so something like that, you know, or milk would eventually also be an option, I suppose. So I think I've got some ideas now. Now the thing is, the only thing that we can make without researching is kind of the lumberyard. So maybe we do start out with that. I would probably place it somewhere here on the outskirts for a start. I think I need to put some trees down or something to get some efficiency going. I'm not quite sure how that worked anymore, but let's get going with the lumberyard for the time being. We will need a warehouse as well, but we'll get a lumberyard plunked down here first, just like this, so we can kind of have a bit of a choice of where we want to put things. And then we needed to add harvesters. So for the harvesters, I think we can put one like right there. Then we can put one here. And then we can probably just put one here and be done with it. We don't even need to make like any on top streets. And yeah, now we've got the kind of issue of must be placed close to wood. So what I would actually like to do here is place some trees, because I think that was an option if I can find it. Terraforming. Plant saplings, yeah, so that's actually now a bit... Oh, wow. That actually cost me money, so I should have actually picked a place that was a bit more forested. Another learning right there, but I guess now we don't really have that much of a choice, so we'll just put some forests here and actually, like, let them grow up a bit. And, well, that costs us a bunch of money, unfortunately, but that should at least keep us covered for a while now. And now we can add a harvester right here, which is still not being counted as being close to wood, but if we put this there, that would kind of count it as being in range to wood for the time being. So we'll do that. We'll go to terraforming. We'll just plant like some more saplings here in the area of effect, and we'll keep it at that. So that is kind of the lumber mill set up, probably at super low efficiency until these saplings grow, which I hope will not take too long, but that is at least a start to go for now. Ah, okay, so that is how we get playing. So that is the first thing set up, and as I said, I want to take this kind of slow, so we're going to keep time paused here for a minute. Can I actually see if there's like any competitors around already? I guess not. I guess they only really act... Oh no, here, Part Corporation. So Part Corporation is chilling out here. They only have their headquarters going. I guess they only start expanding when I actually get the time playing, and that's when they start putting down things. Now, what we will have to do is get a warehouse. And I'm going to put that, like... I think we're going to put that, like, here-ish. Get that plunked down somewhat close still. Make sure that's in the area of effect. Actually kind of worried about this hardware store not being in the area of effect and how that all worked. I remember that it kind of should be auto-selling some things, potentially, but we'll have to check about that. Now, for a start, we've got our destinations right here, and we've got the warehouse, which it automatically already got going. Well, we don't need to request products. We need to... How did I set this up in terms of frequency? Oh, maybe here, incoming products. Auto warehouse range and tiles, 35. So you can see that the auto warehouse function, I'm not quite sure if that hardware store is theoretically not in reach, so I'm wondering if I'll have to set that up. We've got a pathing alert here. Cannot come back from warehouse. What do you mean? Warehouse. Oh. There is an ingoing and an outgoing street. Okay, I get it. Okay, so we will have to actually kind of connect that back up to fix the pathing. Now that should be taken care of. Now the thing is, I thought there was like some amount that you needed to set, like 5 or unlimited, or how many you actually want to transport. I don't quite seem to see that though. Now we've got destinations. That's definitely where we could set some of this up. I think this is kind of automatically being taken care of because this is in range, so we can maybe just see how that develops for the time being. So that's the first industry set up. Now we've got another 9.19 million, so I think we can already look at investing in more stuff, and I think the next thing that I would really like to actually look at investing in would be a water siphon. Now, the thing with the water siphon is, I'm not quite sure how much area we would need. Like, here, for example, I think would not be bad. And do we even have the water siphon unlocked yet? We do. So, you know, something like this, where this is kind of still in the area of effect of the warehouse, would be nice. I hope that we can get enough water out that way, though. So we'll connect that up. Make sure that that hopefully works for us, and then we will get some harvesters, and as you can see, if we build it that right way around, that actually does work quite nicely. Now I'm going to space them apart a bit, just for the sole reason I'm not 100% sure if they otherwise just pull resources off each other. I don't think we were told anything about that in the tutorial, but may as well just watch out with that, I suppose, and well, we can connect things up like that, and there we go. That's another thing taken care of. Now, this should also automatically put this as the destination, which is beautiful. Now we have the warehouse, and we kind of need to use that to redistribute some of the stuff to our farms. For the farm, though, I don't think I'm going to be able to place it in the range of this warehouse. Now, the question being, is it the more smart move to put another warehouse like somewhere out here, have a kind of manual connection that pushes all the water over, and then I've got like some farms and other things around here that get auto-served by the warehouse? I think it is, because honestly, otherwise everything just keeps flowing back and forth here, and it's probably going to be a bigger issue. So I think that's going to be the way we do it. What I want to look at, though, is the farmer's market here and see what's kind of the most profitable we can go. I don't think we've got anything that we can actually make yet, so we probably want to first look at the tech tree and unlock some things. Now, if we were to go wheat, that would allow us to get some livestock stuff going and get, like, cows. I think that can get us milk then. It can indeed. So that would be an option for some more advanced produce. Now the thing is, how many... I've got 3 free unlocks, only for first and second row. Now that is the second row, so I could get that for myself without having to spend money on the research, which kind of is nice. We also had an air purifier recommended if we remember. I think we should get this, honestly, because the second we get new factories going, then again, like, we don't have any inherent air pollution from livestock or farms, right? And the water siphon, I don't think, pollutes the air. So until we get advanced producing going for carpentry and stuff, that should not be the biggest issue. Now, where do I even do that? Like, toys and stuff is where we need to go here. So we got toys, and we could do wooden trains. At that point, we would probably need factories for that, we would need a toy factory. Now, do I need to unlock the toy factory separately, or can I get that already? We also had the train terminal recommended for us. I don't think we're going to do it that early as we did in the tutorial. I'm honestly not quite sure what I want to kind of prioritize, to be honest. Because I'm kind of seeing, you know, the advanced goods already as potential things due to profitability and all. But, like, berries are nice and profitable. I mean, look at the money we get for those. 13.56k is pretty decent. And I would really like to actually try berries, I think. So I think we're going to do berries. That would mean that we don't do livestock right away. So I think I would do berries, then I would do maybe some wooden trains and the air purifier for our free unlocks. Let's do that. So we're going to do berries. We are going to do the air purifier. And what's all this? Factory storage, urban roads. Okay, so that's all also quite interesting. But what we're going to do and go for car prototype. Ooh, cool. But what we're going to go and do is we are going to go and get these here unlocked. That's going to be our 3 free unlocks for the time being. Now, do we already want to get researching on something else? I'm considering it. I would like to actually get wheat going, to be honest, so that we can maybe do something in terms of livestock as well and kind of fill that demand somewhat. I think we're going to get that going, so that is going to be a while till that is done. Now, let's close all that, and let's go and make a new warehouse. I think I would like to kind of divert traffic around the main city, because otherwise that's probably going to be getting pretty darn busy. So, probably going to pull out a road till like here-ish. Then we're going to kind of have to see where we want to place the actual warehouse. So, where's my logistics at? Here. So, the warehouse, again, has this kind of tile range here. I think something like this, honestly, would probably be the way to go. That way, I think I would be able to actually attach farms. Like, my idea is basically, right, I want to have space for at least 2 farms and 1 livestock thing, because I want to make berries, I want to make wheat, I want to have cows. And ideally, maybe have even more wheat for other products eventually. So, I think that's a good placement, to be honest. It looks pretty good, so we're going to do that. I'm going to have to change this road here. Now, how do I destroy roads? Like this? Alright, so we're going to just change that a little bit. I'm going to go to dirt road here. And we're going to pull it out like that. And we are going to pull that out like this. And that is going to be the warehouse nicely attached to the grid for the time being. Now, what we'll have to do is we'll have to get a connection going. We want raw resources, I guess, and water. Choose this as the destination. And I think we just want to send all, because I'm probably not going to put any farms in reach for a while. So let's do that like this for the time being. I think eventually, otherwise, if we need to, we can just set a min capped if we want to put a farm like right here or something. So that should be expandable, but I'm thinking like we may just start using this space here for more wood production and factories and stuff. So yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see. So that is going to be that. Now, I don't want to actually spend too much money. I don't really know if I need to keep any money in the backhand, how much of my maintenance costs are going to be, something. So I don't want to crazy overdo it, but we'll find out. Now, in terms of farms then, plantations give you berries, cotton, sugar, and cocoa. So we're going to do this, I think. And we're going to go and put a road right here. Now, the thing is, I don't know how big these things are going to be. This is also kind of interesting. Oh, so this is just like if you have multiple inputs. So you put in water, you get like 2 berries a field. And we can kind of change that if we had other things unlocked, but we don't. We've got a construction alert. No fields. I'm just looking at it, mate. I'm just looking at it. No worries. I'm not forgetting about the fields. So the fields don't need like any roads or something to be attached to. So I could, in theory, honestly, kind of just hide a few of those away back here where it's probably going to be harder to access this anyways. And again, this could be good space for more water siphons, so I actually don't really want to use it up. I think we're going to use this space here instead. And just going to kind of do it like that. That way, I think we can actually put a lot of farms in the reach of this, which is hopefully going to be very, very nice indeed. Now, this thing should be pulling its water automatically. I hope. We'll see. But I think that should automatically be working as the warehouses in range. We've got our outgoing products and it has this set. So that should be good. Now we can go here and kind of see how many products we want to request. And I think we're going to say request enough for 3 cycles just to make sure that we're going to be covered. And that should, in theory, get the farm going now. So I think we're going to get time going here for a minute. And another thing that I actually want to get going before we get a factory set up, or do we just get a factory set up for toys? We could just get one set up, to be honest. How much would a toy factory cost us? 600k. Could put that right here, pretty much. The question is, how do I still put like a... I could put one right here in terms of like the decontamination thing. Air purifier is what it's called. I'm going to do that, I think, honestly. So we're going to go pollution. We're going to put an air purifier like right here. I just want to make sure that's in like the zone the warehouse services, because I think there was like some input products and stuff that we needed potentially. At least that's what the game wanted to tell me. So we're going to do that. And as you can see, we're actually going to need some water for that, which is interesting because now I need to actually set them in kept amount. We're going to set it to 3 maybe. I don't know how much I need, but yeah. That should actually be nicely purifying the air then, and we should have outgoing products right here to the air purifier, as you can see. Now, toy store. Yeah, you can see all the toy store destinations are actually automatically set up in terms of output destinations. So that is nice, and the hardware store was not in range, so we would not have sold out anything to it. But given that we've got the lumber yard right here, I'm hopeful that we should be able to just supply the wood that we make whenever those trees are actually grown straight to the toy factory. So that should hopefully be nice. For the time being, I'm kind of worried about the productivity of this though, to be honest. I don't know how long trees take to grow, so that may have been a bit of a mess up from my side there. We will see how that works out for us. We can see here though, 100% efficiency. Okay, well we've got time playing now for a minute. We'll see how this starts to play out. We've got the water pumps right here, which should be nicely making us some water, which we will then eventually reuse for the farm. I hope the amount of water we're making is going to be enough, given that we've already got an air purifier and a farm going. I don't really know how much it's going to be. But the worry there just being kind of that. This is in range, right? Yes. So, when are we going to be making our first products is my question right now. Are we making water? Are we pumping water? Harvesting time 15 days. Okay, so I don't think we went through 15 days just yet. So that's probably just going to take a minute till the first thing pops up. We've got our harvesting time here of 15 days as well. Alright. And let's see. First products should be popping up in a minute. We'll just go to 3 times speed here for a second and see what actually ends up happening after 15 days, which should be like April 15th or something, right? Oh, there we go. First truck with wood right here, first trucks with water right there. Absolutely beautiful. So that goes to the central water siphon, and then a truck goes out from there to the warehouse, redistributing all the water beautifully. Okay. Now, how much water have we actually created that way? We've created 3. Production alert. Yes, I know. That's all going to come in just a second. Now, this thing right here will... I think it takes 1 water every 15 days, to be honest. So we can maybe just set the warehouse to retain a minimum of 2. Instead, so we can send like the first unit of water over to the plantation and hopefully make something with that. And this thing uses how much water? Also 1. 1 per field. 1 per field? Okay, I think we'll need more water siphons eventually. How long does it take though? 30 days. Okay, so it kind of uses 3 every 30 days, which given that we're making 6 every 30 days and only using 2 right here, we should have 1 surplus water every month. Okay, so that's a start. That's crazy. But I think we're going the right way, somewhat. You know, we're making wood, we're hopefully delivering wood in a bit, and we will hopefully be making some wooden trains in a bit, and selling those wooden trains for our first bits of profit ever. But that's our starting setup then, for our little Tycoon here in Rise of Industry. So far, really enjoyed this very much. I think we're going a bit more the right way, a bit more methodical. I've got a bit more of a clue of how the game works, so I hope this is all going to go fine. If you all think so, hopefully, please let me know down below if you think I'm making 15 bajillion mistakes. Also, please let me know down below. That's always very, very good to know. But for the time being, I'm going to end it off right here for our first ever career episode on Rise of Industry. Then I hope you all very much enjoyed the episode. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does help out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes on Rise of Industry and many other games. But with all that out of the way, as usual, everyone, thanks so much for watching, and I hope I'll catch you in the next one very, very soon. Ciao.